Hi, we are now going to cover the outside of the album that we just finished making, and these are the papers I have selected. I am working with, here, let me adjust my tabletop because it's not on here straight. There we go. This is out of the 8x8 pad. I'm not using any 12x12s on this design. So I have selected this page to act as my front. And what I have done is I have cut this out, mounted it on some dark blue cardstock, and then I have put it on some foam tape, and I'm going to put it right back in its place, and it's going to have an elevated effect. I have cut out off of the quotes and sayings sheet the word memories, and I'm going to cover this up down here, and then I'm going to put two little brass items that I have. So that's going to be my front. Then the side, I did have to cut into a 8x8 sheet. Actually, it goes this way. Browns are on the outside. 8x8 sheet for this piece here for the spine. And then from your cut-aparts, I did cut out the stack of books, backed it onto blue cardstock, and it's going to go here on the spine. The back of it is this sheet here. This is what it looks like on the reverse. And I'm going to put this on the back. I haven't decided if I'm going to put anything back here yet. If I do, I'll let you know. I am also going to back everything onto white cardstock so that there is kind of a color pop effect, that when you add all this on here, the layers actually pop and stand out. So this is what I'm doing, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I've got this cut to the back the way I want it cut, and go ahead and get it added on. So I think I want to take a little smidgen off the top. So bear with me for 2 shakes while I do that. Okay, that paper trimmer's not going to let me do that. Hold on. I apologize. I'm trying to get this on here the way I want it because I don't want to take anything off any bigger than this. So if that is my top, okay, so I am happy. I'm going to make a mark here so I know which way top is. Now I changed my inking color. I don't know if I told you, but I am going to use Faded Jeans. So I've gone ahead and inked around the edges. And I am going to go ahead and get these two glued together. And then I will tape on the entire piece because I really want to make sure that it's down on the book. Now, if you haven't already, I would encourage you to stop the video and then trim your, I need to trim this down just a little. I thought I had these cut accurately. Hold on here just a second. I'm making another adjustment here. As far as for the front, what I was trying to get out of my lips here is that if you do not want to cut that staircase out, that's fine. You don't have to. And I don't know if this glue is going to work now. Oh, that's so much better. You don't have to. You can just leave it flat. But if you do want to cut it out, then I would encourage you to stop the video and go ahead and get that cut out and then come back. So I'm going to use some 1/4" tape. It is a bit time consuming to cut that staircase out, especially when you're working around the staircase itself. But if you take your time, knowing that you can always come back to the video, it'll be just great. I just think it adds an extra element to the front. Whoops, I want one down the middle. It acts to have some height in there so that it looks like you've got some depth and some action going on. Okay, so let's peek in here. I'm kind of holding this down because I like my placement and I don't want to have to readjust. All right, now. And I might put something on the back. I'll have to see what would look good. So if this is what I have available for cutouts, I could always cut this out and put it here on the back. I could cut this book out. I could cut this one out. It's got a staircase that matches this. So I might do that, so I'll let you know. All right, so let's move on to our centerpiece, our spine. We'll work our way around to the front. And to give some pop throughout this, I might be changing between dark blue and white, or actually accenting both of them together, so we'll see. But I do want the colors and the papers to stand out. Okay, where did it go? Oh, there it is. I did that on a wedding album. It was quite bulky, so if I do some layering, I'll be using 65-pound cardstock. I am playing, I think, with a 94, or fairly close to it, 92, 94, something like that. Now that's my back. So I want this to be to the back side. And I think I'm going to mount it this way because I don't want to be on that edge. And I got it up too high. Blast. All right, let's see if this works. bit that way, but I'm not going to take it off and readjust. It's not worth it. All right, now let's go ahead and let's get this together. So what I'm going to do, oh, I forgot about my brass pieces. I wonder where the third one went. So what oh, wait a minute. I am totally getting way ahead of myself. I forgot my spine embellishment. All right, there we go. All right, so when I put this down, I'm going to be gluing all along this backside edge because I don't want that coming up. So and then I'll finish gluing around the edges. So let's just double check for measurements. I have a bad habit of turning papers around and I don't get them cut right. All right, so this is my top. So just in case I turn that thing around again. Come on. Come on. You can let me do this. Okay. Now, when you put this down, you do have to be careful in that this, being loose as it is, has a tendency to move about. And you need to make sure, oh, look at that, I don't, well, it's glued. I'm not taking it up now. I'm going to put my tape back here first because once I get the staircase on there, it's going to not lay flat for me to put my tape on. Oh, I just remembered something. Oh my gosh. I just remember, that's buried over here. You need two 18-inch strips of ribbon. And I'm going to have to do some surgery, as I call it, on the back side. I'd already placed my tick marks thinking it would remind me, but no. All right, so I'm going to cut about a 2-inch strip. And when I put this on here, I don't want to come up to the edge because I don't want to see the tape. So I am going to come back just a little tiny bit, maybe 1/16 of an inch. And I will have to put the back on. But I think what I will do is I will put it on off video. But at least you know what. Here we go. Burn the edges so that it melts. Okay. Okay, so then what I want to do is add just a couple reassuring strips here. Now I'll take them off. And then I'll take this off here. And we'll get it centered onto our book. Oh my goodness, did I really? I made it too big. Well, that's really disappointing. And now I've got this all glued down. I don't want to just simply cut it off because I don't have, I've got another one of these that I could actually remake it. I'm a little bit bummed. So what I want you to do is get your ribbon put on both sides, and then you're going to put this down, line it up even, tear your strips off, put this down, get it squared up, and then you're going to take this, mount it on some pop-ups, foam pop-ups, and you'll put this here. And if you have any little brass bling, you could, now would be a good time to add it. I have some of these little pyramid brass bling in my stash. I thought I would use them. And I'm putting 2 on each side of that, and then I was going to put 1 down here. So that's how the front's going to look. We've already done the back and the side. So I'm going to fix this, and I will then come back on the next video, show you my finished and whether or not I put something here on the back side. See you then.